Chris Fultz here, WFG National Title. I'm here with Steve Hawks, Platinum Real Estate Professionals. Steve, they're changing the laws for the taxes. Can you tell me more about that and how it's going to affect the real estate world?
Well, it hasn't passed yet, but it looks like it's going to pass. The biggest impact it's going to have on us is the inventory will get crushed if they pass this, because what they are going to do is change the tax-free part of the sale to make it simple and quick.
Okay.
Right now, if you live in the house 2 of the last 5 years, you don't have to pay taxes owner-occupant.
So why would politicians do this, Steve?
They're going to change it now from 5 to 8 years. So you have to live in the house 5 of the last 8 years. This is going to crush inventory because now thousands of homeowners in Las Vegas are not going to be able to sell because it's going to take a chunk of equity out away from them. So they're going to have to wait another 3 years, right? So the inventory is going to go down even more. And then the inventory is going to be horrific. Who's going to benefit from this? The hedge funds and landlords, because the inventory is going to shrink so much that rents are going to go up even higher than they are already. We're at record highs right now for rents. Who's going to benefit the most besides them? Home builders, because there's not going to be enough inventory. People are going to be pushed over to new homes. And new homes are already at all-time highs, nationwide $400,000.
So what's that going to do to real estate agents, Steve?
Well, me personally, if this law tax code would have been intact this year, it would have cut our sales probably by about 30 to 40%. Because the people that purchased homes, 30 to 40% of the people were in the house more than 2 years and less than 5 and had that tax-free. If they would have had this in effect, then they would have had to pay their 25 to 30% of that profit to taxes, which means they couldn't have sold. That's why we're going to see inventory just get crushed, and especially entry-level homes, because that's who gets impacted the most by this 2-5-5-8 rule. And the hedge funds, like I said, the rents are going to go through the roof because of this. And Congress, these career politicians, think this is going to increase revenue. But it's going to do the opposite, because they're thinking that, oh, well, if we would have this law in effect, all these home sales, we would have got this much revenue. No. This time, the people aren't going to sell, they're going to wait. So you're going to have less revenue coming in because the people aren't going to sell, so you're not going to have that financial transaction. And guess what? You're not going to have the income tax from the realtor's commission. You're not going to have the income tax from the mortgage broker. You're not going to have the income tax from the title. And you're going to lose the state tax on the sales. So this is a perfect example how these career politicians think they're going to increase revenue on taxes, but this tax law is going to decrease revenue because you're going to reduce the amount of sales. And entry-level, middle-class owners and buyers are going to be hurt the most, and home ownership is going to fall. It's already at an all-time low. It's going to fall even more now because these entry-level homes are not going to be available because they're going to be held off the market because of these tax laws. This 2-5-5-8 cannot be part of the new tax code, or it's going to crush inventory, crush home ownership, and crush the American dream of home ownership like it already is at all-time lows.
This is incredible news. Once again, we're here with Steve Hawks, real estate professional, Platinum Real Estate Professionals. If you're not listening to Steve Hawks, you're missing out. This guy's full of knowledge. He's in our world that we live in. He's a visionary. He sees it a lot of times before we see it. So, Steve, I really appreciate you taking the time, brother. Thank you. Steve Hawks, Chris Fultz, thank you.